Your self-love will teach other people how to treat you. The way that you treat you, the expectations you set for yourself, the standards that you have created for yourself, those are going to reflect in your relationships and how other people show up for you and what you allow and what you don't allow. What is up, beautiful people? Let's get straight into it. Self-love, why do we care? Why do we care? It's not you being selfish, okay? It's not you being arrogant. Self-love is the root to self-acceptance, okay? Self-love is what allows you to get up in the morning and feel happiness and peace. And self-love is what you provide yourself when you're feeling down. I mean, we're humans, okay? We're gonna be feeling ups and downs, but that self-love is gonna be your foundation, your core to how you move and how you do life, okay? How you find peace and success and happiness is through your self-love, okay? And how you treat yourself is how it's gonna reflect in your relationships. It's gonna reflect in, the things that you attract into your life. Is rooted in your self-love, y'all. It's because it is the go-to answer to a lot of things. When you're going through a heartbreak, rejection, disappointment, things that set you back, you have to have that balance and that understanding of who you are and that confidence in yourself that keeps you going, and that motivation and that encouragement and that voice that's inside of you that's like, I love me and I'm going to show up for me and I'm going to be the best version of me that I can be. And that means that I need to go to bed early. That means that I need to say no to this person. That means that I need to walk away from that person because me first. I have to help me before I can help others. If you're not whole within yourself, then how can you show up like authentically and show up to your full capacity and being the person that you are? Self-love is so important, and that's why we all need to work on it, okay? Me included, we all need to work on it. Your self-love will teach other people how to treat you. The way that you treat you, the expectations you set for yourself, the standards that you have created for yourself, those are going to reflect in your relationships and how other people show up for you and what you allow and what you don't allow. And if you don't have a foundation, or if you don't even know what that looks like, then you can get walked all over. People can use and abuse you. People will mistreat you, and do things that aren't nice and aren't, gonna make you feel good. It's gonna be painful, and that's where, you can lose yourself even more, especially if there's no foundation at all. You can build it from scratch and, say, from this day forward, I'm gonna love myself, and I'm gonna prove to myself that I love myself by the way that I treat myself and what I accept and what I don't accept. So it's so crucial to have the self-love foundation for that exact reason, is so that other people know how to treat you. Another reason why it is so important is because you cannot pour from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, okay, and you don't have anything to give to yourself, how do you think you can give to other people when you're feeling empty? You need to pour into yourself, okay? You cannot rely on other people to do that for you. As much as, we love other people to show up for us and do things for us and all these different things, that's great and that's amazing. If you have that, that's amazing. But at the end of the day, when that person's not available, when that person's not around, when you're by yourself, how do you pour into you? So then that way you can then pour into others, because it should be give and take relationship, as far as whatever relationship you have. And if you're feeling empty, there's just no way that you're gonna fully be able to show up for someone else. And if you are able to do that, you're a superhero, and you deserve some self-love and some time and consideration for yourself. So ways that you can show up for yourself and pour into yourself is just by speaking to yourself with grace and having compassion for yourself and forgiving yourself and talking to yourself like you would talk to somebody that you love. You know, you're pouring into yourself. Maybe that's your self-care routine. Maybe that's, you know, reading a book, taking some quiet time, some meditation, some, you know, cooking, doing things that you're passionate about, you know, finding different hobbies and tools and resources to kind of dig deep. And if you don't know how to, you know, practice self-love, find a book that teaches you how to practice self-love. You know, you're starting right now by watching this video, and that is a huge step. So definitely just study and get educated on how you can, you know, exhibit more self-love. Now, if you're waiting for a sign to show up for yourself, this is the sign, y'all. I know this is a season of, you know, there's so many people that are struggling with things all over the world, you know, mental health crisis. You know, there's so many, like, things that you could wrap your head around that you could look at as negative in your life, and you could take the negativity and run with it. It's so easy to just focus on what's going wrong, but if you just shift your mind and your way of thinking and you allow yourself to feel happiness and love, like, I recommend that to anyone. I know it's easier said than done. That's not something that you can just turn on like a light switch, but you can choose happiness. And I do believe that has kind of like a light switch effect. You know, you train your brain. It is exercising your brain to believe things. You know, if you say negative things about yourself, then, you know, flip the switch and start saying positive things about yourself. Even if you don't believe it, I think once you continually say these things to yourself, then you start to believe it, because for so long, or for so, you know, maybe up until now, you might have been saying nothing but negative things about yourself. So that's what's made you believe those negative things, even though those things aren't true. And so we definitely need to take accountability on, like, how we treat ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, and what type of energy that we're giving. You know, if we are giving negative energy towards others, maybe we need to take some space, take a break from other people, and really sit with ourselves and be alone and focus on things that make us happy, and actually, like, tend to our needs as individuals and people who need love. And for one, first and foremost, need self-love over any other type of love. Okay, that's the type of love that will never leave you if you let it, if you don't let it. You know what I mean? Like, you have control over that, over the love that you pour into yourself. You don't have control over the love other people pour into you, but you have the control over your own love that you can pour into you. And why not have more love than hate? Like, especially towards your own self. You are a soul and a spirit that has feelings, and you need to take your feelings in consideration, even when it's you who's talking to you. So that's all I have for you today, though. Thank you so much for watching, and practice self-love. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you watching. See you in the next one.